Welcome back to another bonus episode of I Never Liked You with Mateo Lane and Nick Smith. And today we're talking current hot topics. Hot topic is
going on.
That's a very Chicago way of saying things. Hot topic.
Now, this is coming out after the Oscars, but we're filming before the Oscars, so we don't know who won. So we can't talk about that. But what we can talk about is our boy Timmy. Timmy's in hot water, and I got to be honest, as someone who did opera, I see where he was coming from. Nothing he said was bad or wrong, and people are acting like Lara Spencer with the whole ballet thing. They're like pitchforking him to death for just saying he doesn't want to work in an art that no one cares about. And everyone's like, how dare you? It's like, newsflash, people don't care about opera and ballet. That's the problem.
I disagree.
Yeah.
First of all, the industry he's currently in is falling apart.
Yes, completely.
So people are caring less and less about him taking himself so seriously as an actor, and they're caring more about what streamers and TikTokers are going to watch.
100%.
So it's so ironic that he's sitting there talking about like a 600-year-old form of art being like, ugh, I don't want to be a part of something that's dying. It's like, well, statistically, it's still going strong. And then I also saw a lot of people talking about how many movies use classical music, opera, and ballet. So it's the whole thing. You know what the problem is? It's if he had said, unfortunately, certain art forms like ballet and opera aren't as popular as they once were and are struggling to keep themselves afloat, and it's hard to be a part of that kind of a system, but we should be supporting it, whatever, because he is an actor, he's an artist. That's one thing to say. But to kind of like, I'm so cool, I'm the hot shit, and I'm dating a Kardashian. I mean, he's already pissing people off, and he just thinks his shit doesn't stink. And that. So I think that people are just waiting for him to say or do something to really piss him off. It is a bit Lara Spencer-y for people like to make these comebacks on Instagram, but that's with anything. But he worded it completely wrong, and it just sounded kind of like an asshole.
I don't know.
He played the 8th version of Willy Wonka.
Look, I'm on his side because I don't think he meant it to like fuck opera and ballet or whatever. And
the way he said it was.
That's my point. Do you not agree with the way he said it?
Kind of, no, because I said, when I decided to leave opera, I said the exact same thing. I said, unfortunately, I don't want to work in an art form that is dying. That's not an opinion.
But name an art form that's not dying.
It is dying, specifically opera and ballet, because that's not an opinion. It's a fact. More opera houses close every year. The younger generations don't go. When you go, the average age of the audience is 65 plus, or us wearing the same blouse.
No, you.
Every opera house is struggling to sell tickets. And it's a shame. And I'm not saying that opera and ballet aren't important, but I said the same thing when I stepped away. I said, I don't want to work in an art form that is slowly dying because my only opportunities are either the Metropolitan Opera, which is 0.1% of all opera performers, or you spend 3 months in bumblefuck Iowa where you don't get paid anything and no one comes to see, and then you don't know where your next gig is. I didn't want to live that life.
Okay, your point being said, I don't disagree with you that yes, like operas.
And I think that's what he meant.
Of course that's what he meant. But the argument is that's not what he meant. The argument is that he shat on something in a way that was really disrespectful. But you're rolling your eyes as if he didn't.
I don't think he didn't. He
yes,
just said,
he did.
I don't want to work in opera and ballet that no one cares about
that's
anymore.
Not. Can you play the clip? Because you're making it sound like it was a bit shitting on opera and ballet. And then he made fun of it by making an opera impression. I mean, he literally was making fun of people who do it, implying that what he's doing is not only more artistic and worthwhile, because he's also in the 0.001% chance of people that make it in Hollywood, but also that he's above it and better than. And I think if you're talking about an art form which is wildly more complex than what he's doing, you have to also kind of respect that if you're in the same umbrella. Acting, singing, and dancing are not applauded by anybody in the public schools. They're not applauded by it's such a hard world to live in. He should understand that struggle.
It's a hard knock life for us.
See, this is what you
It's a
do.
hard knock
Instead
life
of addressing
for us.
my point, you jump
I've
into
addressed
Annie.
your point. Well, also, I can't take Matthew McConaughey seriously.
No, that I agree with.
What a
You should just be a
bizarre,
short. You can just find one of the
random
shorts,
human.
Chris, because this is the whole interview.
And someone told me this interview's from 2019.
Do you want to just go to YouTube Shorts, Chris?
I know, but then
Is it from 2 weeks ago or is it from 2019? Because Twitter is saying it's a 2019 interview.
Because Twitter's always right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Is it or is it not?
I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore. All respect to the ballet and opera people out there. I just lost 14 cents in viewership, but I just took shots for no reason. I don't want
Then he went, "Ah!"
wait, there's more.
Look, Timmy is not my favorite person by any means. I don't know. I don't think all of the hate he's getting. I mean, people are literally doing think pieces. There's a war in Iran right now, and people are doing think pieces on Timmy making a comment about ballet and opera.
You brought it
come
up.
on now.
I don't disagree with that. Like, it's
But that's what
completely
I mean.
blown out of
Like,
context.
and even looking at it again, I'm like, I get where he was coming from. Maybe he said it too flippantly, but like, I feel the same way. I was in the opera world. I stepped away because I don't want to be in an art
Here's
form
the difference.
that I'm responsible
Here's
for
the
keeping
difference.
it alive.
What do you think that difference is between you and Timothy? What do you think the difference is?
I'm more butch than he is.
What do you think? What do you think the difference is? You keep making this point over and over again, but you're
That I was in the opera world.
and you can sing. So you are speaking on something that you're able to do, that a path and a career that you could have gone down, but you realize what that end was and realize that's not something you wanted. He is speaking about it. He can't do opera. Do you understand?
But apparently,
Hold on.
Well,
Let me
this matters though.
But can he do opera?
No, but apparently his mother and sister were ballet dancers.
But that's
and he
not
grew
him.
up in that world.
That doesn't make. Then he should know better how hard that work is. No. But if he can't do ballet and he can't do opera and he's speaking so flippantly about it, the difference is that you did do opera. You went to conservatory. You studied the voice. You had to do little operettas. You understand the difference between him and Timothy Chalamet. He doesn't know how to. He could, even if he wanted to. That's the difference. He couldn't do it.
But
now my question is,
his comments
my question is,
though.
why aren't you doing Willy Wonka?
I did in high school.
No, you did not.
I played Willy Wonka.
You did?
Yes. My grandparents still talk about it.
What?
I was the hit of the...
Give us some Willy Wonka.
I don't remember it. I was the hit of the county.
All 7 people?
Yes.
You celebrated at your family's Italian restaurant?
I'm not kidding. My parents and grandparents still. They've come... I was performing in operas for like 1,000 people, and they would come. They'd be like, "You were so great," but that Willy Wonka.
Well, because they know Willy Wonka. They don't know Traviata.
I guess, but
But
why does Matthew McConaughey look like that?
What do you mean?
The hat, I can't take him seriously.
Well, I will say something about this stuff that bothers me is the lighting on these shows are horrendous.
The lighting's terrible, but
I know.
Why?
I think we agree. I think that you do. I think we agree, but I think we just see it from different perspectives.
Sure. And mine's the correct one. The more elegant perspective, graceful perspective.
Is this the right chair? Someone said it drives them crazy. This is the wrong chair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Someone said it drives them crazy.
Whatever.
How did they even notice?
How did they notice? Liza's book, which you're still reading, so we're not going to talk about the book. We'll do that a separate one. But we do have to talk about the one section that's gone viral of her coming for
Lady
Gaga
Gaga.
at the Oscars.
Right.
So she says that she insinuates that Gaga, along with the producers, schemed to make her look bad by throwing her in a wheelchair. And originally there was supposed to be a director's chair that she was supposed to sit in, but instead they last minute didn't tell her, threw her in a wheelchair, and Gaga was fake and blah, 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 blah. I mean, look, I don't think famed theater kid Lady Gaga was out here scheming against famed theater icon Liza Minnelli. I do think that Lady Gaga loves to sort of milk a moment. So to have the opportunity to wheel Liza out, obviously she's going to jump at that opportunity. But I don't think Lady Gaga was back there scheming like, now let's throw her in a wheelchair. Like,
What was the exact quote? Do we know what the exact quote was from her book?
I'm trying to find it.
Okay. I also think it was more so of like she didn't like how she felt patronized by Lady Gaga. Like, are you okay? And she's like, but I was taught by my parents to just smile. I've been working in Hollywood for so long. But I was like, no, wait a minute. What was Lady Gaga supposed to do? And who's in charge? Like,
well, right. That's
Liza, who's your manager or PR person that's like, hold on, guys.
Who's her manager and PR person? She doesn't have one.
She said she didn't want to be in a wheelchair, so we're just not going to do it. Lady Gaga could present it by herself. So, I also,
right, at the
the
end of
car
the day,
ride to the Oscars that's also on video didn't.
I mean, at the end of the day, Lady Gaga's not in charge. Like, she wasn't like, I'm not doing it unless she's in a wheelchair, which I think Liza also insinuated.
Do you think maybe there was a little more confusion and Gaga was just agreeing with whatever felt best?
I'm sure.
I agree. I don't think Gaga was
the producers
plotting.
came to them and was like, look, we've met
Minnelli
with Liza,
says that.
and I think we need to
Wait,
put her
I'll
in a
read it.
wheelchair.
Highlight it for me. Well, before she was going to be in director's chair and requested, according to me, that Gaga insisted that she would not go on stage unless Minnelli used a wheelchair and even suggested that she might be better off going home. Why, was Minnelli's incredulous response, she writes, adding Gaga quizzed her backstage to test whether her memory was intact, asking the name of the film being celebrated by the character she had played in it. In confusion, Minnelli said she was pushed on stage, seated so low that she struggled to read the teleprompter, creating the impression that she was not only physically frail, but mentally diminished. That night, and in the days that followed, Gaga was widely praised for seemingly gentle gesture, which came at my expense. Look, I think here's what happened. I think that Liza Minnelli is a woman of a certain
frail.
age, and I think that maybe whatever. I think she felt dehumanized or humiliated by being
Of
pushed in a wheelchair,
course.
which I totally get. You're EGOT.
Absolutely.
And it's not, and then it makes it seem patronizing that Gaga was, I think that there was a lot maybe going on backstage, and it wasn't just that she waltzed up there and was like, let's go, and they shoved her wheelchair and pushed her out, and Gaga humiliated, I don't know. I'm not Liza.
I think what happened.
It seemed like she had wanted to sit on stage anyway.
Well, it was.
She wants to sit in a
that's the thing.
director's
It was
chair.
supposed to be
Yeah.
a director's chair was
Exactly.
brought out, and she was sitting in the director's chair.
Yeah.
Which, how many director's chairs? Is she at A&W in a director's chair?
I think probably what happened is that transition of someone bringing out a director's chair, having her sit or whatever was probably clunky. They probably also met with her beforehand and probably came to Lady Gaga and said, look, it will be easier to just have her in a wheelchair, and we think she should be in a wheelchair. It'll just be easier. And that's what happened. I think Gaga quizzing her to test her mental well-being.
She had a doctor's coat on.
Right. I think she was just probably fangirling and asking her questions as a fangirl, as any one of us would do.
I don't think this is the full story.
I don't think it's the full story.
And I think it's also
I don't-
sensationalized to
of
sell a
course
book.
it's not the full story.
They're going
A.
to use Gaga to sell Liza Minnelli book. I'm chapter 3 in,
Okay.
and it's clearly AI. I got the audio because I thought it was going to be.
Did you get the audio?
It's 100% AI because the way that the book
They
goes.
should have had you do the audio.
I mean, like this
They
is how
should have hired you.
I would 100%.
Oh my
Nick, I would've
God.
done-
They would have. No one would know.
But this is how it's read. Instead of saying, right, for example, instead of saying, stay right there, Chris. Okay. This is how I think someone normal would say it, not AI. That night, and in the days that followed, Gaga was widely praised for that seemingly gentle gesture, but it came at my expense. Now, this is how AI does it. That night, in ways what followed, was wildly praised for this gentle gesture came at my expense. So
But maybe that is her now.
It feels. I just can't imagine her sitting there like page 5. You know what I mean? It's clearly AI, which fine. She can make some extra.
We
cash.
should do a video where you read some of the book.
I would 100.
Oh my God, we have to do that.
I'll 100% do it. Nick, you can dress up like Gaga.
And wheel you in.
Well, I remember a lot of people were really upset because when that happened, first of all, we were playing Fortnite when that happened,
I'll
and Nick
never
was
forget
literally
it.
live.
It's
He was
Donnie's favorite moment.
You're never gonna believe this. Lady Gaga just brought Liza Minnelli. It was right after Will Smith
Yeah, it
smacked
was
the
the
shit
same-
out
It
of
was a
Chris Rock.
crazy Oscars.
And we didn't believe
Yeah,
that.
look, it
I
says-
thought that was a bit.
And you guys were playing Fortnite. I wasn't even playing. I was just on the
the phone
headset
with
with
us.
you guys. And then I go, oh my God, you will never believe what's happening right now. Lady Gaga is wheeling Liza out on stage. Donnie still talks about it. It's his
After
favorite.
Chris Rock was punched or slapped by Will Smith, which already seemed
Wait,
insane.
look at this.
We were like, I can't believe that of all people, Lady Gaga is pushing out Liza Minnelli. The whole thing sounded fake.
Minnelli recalls the chaos surrounding her appearance at the 2022 Academy Awards, writing that after witnessing Will Smith slap Chris Rock on stage, she thought that nothing worse could happen that night, only for what she describes as her own nightmare to unfold backstage.
Where Will Smith came up to me and smacked the shit out of me.
Lady Gaga.
And Lady Gaga said, you deserve it. Now, getting that I wasn't going to be in the wheelchair till Will Smith slapped me. And then I couldn't I had vertigo. So I had to sit in my wheelchair. And then Gaga called me a dumb old whore. And she pushed me out on stage. And I was scared because I could see Will sitting there. I could see his eyes shaking at me. And so I just couldn't get composed.
But I remember what Mama and Papa told
But I remember what Mom and Pop said. They said, when in doubt, call an ambulance.
Oh, Liza. Of course, it's not the real story.
Parts of it are.
I'm sure parts of
I
it
think she was
are.
embarrassed, and I think she should have been treated better as an EGOT
For sure.
winner.
But
Maybe
I do
they
think
could
that
have
there
handled
was
it better.
more to it
But I
that
don't-
she probably doesn't know about. And at the end of the day, I'm not a Lady Gaga defender, but I don't think she had all this scheming to do with it that Liza
You think
thinks she
Lady
did.
Gaga, a la Kevin McAllister, had a blueprint out of like the things, like the traps she's gonna set for Liza Minnelli that night? Like Liza, to get to the stage, went through Vaseline and feathers. She got hit by a paint can. She had an iron on her head. She walked through tar. You know,
They
it's
should
like
remake Home Alone with her and Lady Gaga.
who's who. Lady Gaga's Kevin McAllister and Liza is both of the robbers, right? So she's Italian, so she can be Joe Pesci. And okay,
Is he still alive?
yeah, oh yeah, Joe Pesci. Of course
Is
he's
he?
still Yes. What do you mean? Is Joe
Definitely
Pesci
alive.
still alive?
He's 83.
Oh my goodness. All right, next. They just announced Maya Rudolph is now the new Marion O'Mary.
I saw that. That was a cool announcement too, with the Mary like in the mirror.
I think it makes sense. I think she'll be good.
She'll
think
be great.
she fits it.
She'll be great.
Honestly, most of those SNL women could play Mary.
Honestly,
Rachel Dratch would be amazing.
she'd be amazing. Sherry O'Terry would be amazing.
Sherry O'Terry, Amy Poehler, Kristen Wiig, all of it. Tina, like they all could play Mary.
Yeah.
Interesting though, I was on Twitter and people were excited, but there was a group of people that were like, even though now they've had so many cis straight women playing Mary, there was a group of people on Twitter saying how they still feel Mary should only be played by someone gay or non-binary, like not a cis straight woman, which I think is an interesting take to have. I see where they're coming from, but like, I don't know, these women that have been playing Mary, it just like Jane Krakowski, it just makes sense. I don't know. I haven't seen them play it.
I only saw Cole. You and I
You've
saw
only
the same
Cole.
show
I
together
saw Cole and I saw
off-Broadway.
Jinx.
I would have loved to see Jinx. I was touring.
Yeah. Who else? I still think Bob should do it.
Well,
I think Bob would be great.
Bob would be amazing if Bob did it. Yeah, I think that.
I
would
think
be
Bob
great.
could also play Abe Lincoln.
How long would Bob's voice last?
Oh. Well, I think Bob could play
No,
Abe
Bob could play
Lincoln.
Mary,
Well, he could play both, but I
and
think
Monet
that,
should play Lincoln.
Yeah, I could see Bob playing either Abe Lincoln or Mary.
Actually, you know who would be a good Mary would be Peppermint.
No, Peppermint would be a good that friend
Oh, her friend, the
that
one with
puts
the ice cream.
on the pussy. Peppermint would be
Yeah, Peppermint would be
perfect for that
amazing.
role.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which role would you play?
I would probably be.
I think you'd be the acting coach.
Yeah,
John
probably.
Wilkes Booth.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I could never do what Cole did. It's not even within my.
Sure.
That's just. It was too. I just was like, when we saw that show, and that's one of the hardest I laughed ever. And we saw it the off-Broadway version when they kept extending it. And I just remember every time they went to blackout, like, they go blackout, so they change everything. And just you and I looking at each other being like, she still has no redeeming qualities. Like,
that was also, there were 2 drunk people behind it. The cans were rolling.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. They were wasted for that show.
Wasted.
I was like, how did you even get tickets to this show?
Wasted. The cans were rolling. They were rolling.
Yeah, they were wasted. No, I think that sounds good.
I think she'll be great in it.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they get more SNL women doing it.
Well,
That's my
perfect
guess.
for, sketch.
Oh, you know who's doing it on West End that they just announced?
Who?
That I kind of really want to go.
Who?
Catherine Tate.
Do I know who Catherine Tate is? I think I
You
do.
do.
You know what they have on the West End right now that I want to go see is a play. Oh yeah,
How perfect will she be
that's
at
what I'm
Mary?
saying. Is like fucking Sherry O'Terry would be really good
Like-
at it.
Perfect.
What is that? Paranormal Activity, the play, is getting
Yes.
They have a play. Yes,
What?
they have a play. Paranormal Activity.
What are we doing?
Yes, they have it in LA too. Because John Lucas.
What?
John Lucas saw it in London and said it was genuinely amazing and scary. And my friend Gabriel saw it in LA. Gabe saw it in LA, and him and his friend said it was unbelievable. It's a scary play with special effects
Wow.
and everything. And I thought, I've not heard of that before.
I haven't either.
Nick,
But I saw the movie.
Hear me when I say this.
I saw the movie in theaters and wasn't scared.
Hear me when I
and
say
I'm
this.
always scared.
You and I are going to go see it some way, somehow, because
Somehow.
somewhere,
I guess it's a duet now.
Every time you sing, I'm just going to start singing.
And you do. I don't know why you're saying, and now you're
And
doing it.
I do, come with me. You'll see a pure imagination.
I've never heard of this play. I have zero interest in it.
I
saw
wanna
the-
see it.
I saw the movie. I was not scared. I thought it was stupid. And I scare very easily.
You get scared by pigeons flying near
but
you.
this movie that everyone was like, it's so scary. Was not scared. Thought it was stupid. I was like, this shit's
No,
clearly
I want to
made
see
up.
it, and we're going together. You forced me to see fucking Avatar, Air, Ash, and Fire, or whatever the fuck.
And we
So
will go
y-
see number 4 and 5
We
as
will
well.
not.
We
And
will.
No,
Double
unless I sit
feature.
next to Sigourney Weaver again on a plane. The
Double
answer's
feature.
No.
We will be seeing them.
No, you're coming to. Oh God,
Oh,
Matthew
my God,
McConaughey, that fucking
Sorry.
face.
That-
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my God.
Rough.
Jump scare. All right. Any final thoughts on anything we discussed before
No,
we wrap it up?
none.
Okay. Thank you all for subscribing to our Patreon. We really appreciate it. Please stay subscribed. Please buy our merch if you haven't. And until next time.